this is how our national weekend ended up wrapping up. We got a nice little nurse, and then the thing that's going to stare at him when he does inappropriate things. Don't make the 30% of you guys that have not smashed the 11 crap out of that subscribe button. Smash us when we climb up the 100k ladder here. We got a giant card, or an oversized card. You know, this isn't even that. I missed the big ones, but you know, those are hollow. I got a chance to pick this up, and I was like, you know what? We're going to take that opportunity. So, how was Nationals? You know, how's the format? How's the format looking? You know, well, Power of the Elements is it's a week away. Not a week away. It's a couple weeks away. You know, I hung out, did a lot of dinner things. I got the chance to meet a lot of other Yu-Gi tubers, and to be perfectly honest with you, it was a good event. You know, I met Cap G, I met Ruxin. I got the chance to meet the Crush Cards. I got to say hi to Coder. I got the chance to meet a lot of people that I normally wouldn't. Now, do we get a lot of like collaboration stuff going? No, everybody was doing their own thing. I can tell you that. I would have liked to have the chance to sit down and do more things, but you know what? That's fine. It's about the experience. It's about seeing people. And you know what? Big heart for everybody that came up and said, hey, you know, Robbie, I love you. You know, thanks for doing what you're doing. It really does mean the world. People, it shocks me still to this day that people are genuinely happy to have this big fat guy in their life. So I do appreciate that a lot. Now, for the meat and bones of the discussion here, how was the WCQ, or how was the event, you know, overall? Well, between the infinite complaints talking about, you know, the standard, oh my god, this game sucks, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh's the worst, you know, I got sacked by this, the format has kind of arisen some pretty big problems right now. And, you know, if you look at this format on paper, and I'll probably do another sub-discussion on this later on, when you look at this format on paper, you are going to notice that it looks massively diverse. I mean, you look at the top cut that we profiled earlier in the day here, how much of that it looks diverse, but then when you get down to the meat and bones, you're like, you know, it's Halki Fibrax plays, it's the Punk package carrying this stuff, and then you look around like the more centralized cards like Mystic Mind, for example, here. Yeah, it does look diverse, but you know, it's a lot of the same stuff causing a lot of the same problems. And I mean, yeah, there's a format shift coming here, but that doesn't stop these power cards. Like, even Chaos Ruler, like, I don't know if you guys realize this or not, but like, Chaos Ruler is a heck of a card, man. Like, Chaos Ruler might be one of the dumbest cards printed in modern era Yu-Gi-Oh! And then to top things off, you know, in addition to, you know, all of these decks relying on the Punk package, all of these decks looking at the Hulk package as well to do these plays, you have Artifact Scythe, which, I mean, still a lingering problem here because Dagda's existence allows it to happen. Whether or not you're in the camp of just getting rid of Scythe, or if you're in the camp for getting rid of, you know, Dagda, whichever, the problem is you still have a lot of modern problems here. And you know what? Anti-Spell Fragrance was the MVP of the weekend. Anti-Spell Fragrance was the national championship experience. Let me tell you, the amount of people out here that were so salty because of Anti-Spell Fragrance's existence. It was the best card of the room, hands down. Alright, you side that bad boy in, you'll tear players apart. Oh my gosh. You know, we've now entered back into the phase here where players look at Anti-Spell Fragrance and are like, ban it, get it out of my game. It's busted. And I feel that. I really, really do. And I respect a lot of the players looking around these cards going, yeah, it's really good. So to wrap up your WCQ experience here before we get into my deck profile, it's a lot of everything that we knew. It's a lot of the same stuff, you know, the adventure package buffing up a lot of stuff here. Like, there was a post from Facebook that really summarize the event, Like the adventure package makes decks better, carries them even. Chaos Ruler is like amazing. Anti-Spell was the best card in the room. And there's quite a lot of cards right now that are really making quite an argument to be banned. But you know what? We'll talk more about that a little bit later on. But I mean, I pretty much just summarized Nationals for you in a nutshell. So, one event. Let's pass it on over to the experience, shall we? All right, here's the bad boy that we played for the event. Now, I actually ended up dropping out relatively early, so this wasn't even like much of a Meme Dream challenge, but we will revisit this in the near future here. So yeah, this was the we won round one, but I needed to get something signed, so that was the rest of my day. But enjoy the profile. So we have one 10,000 dragon, so we can summon it and destroy our opponents. We have 2 water enchantress to make Rite of Armezir, and then we have 1 Griffon Rider to punish the opponent. You gotta love the Rite of Armezir package. So that was Value Town for that. We played Triple Flame Buffalo. Since the majority of this that I was nicely given is going to be a little actually the whole deck is like Salamangreat. Like, you want to be able to end on, big package of like Rite of Armezir and the ability to go up into the Link 6, or if you go second access code talker your opponent. We have 1 Gazelle because, of course, you're always going to be playing the one of, because if you're not, well, you're crazy. 2 Spinnies. This was actually, from the games I have drawn and playtested with this card was actually really, really good. 2 copies of Fel. I have not drawn this yet. The card's really good. We play Mold because recyclability. Shuffling back is really, really good with this card. I actually really underestimated the value of this card when I first put together this list for the challenge. And I will tell you, for the most part, that especially when you're 60 cards, you really do got to recycle some of the more important stuff. We have 1 copy of Backup Secretary here for an extender. 1 copy of 4 Mudskipper, because this can become anything specifically named, and that's actually, considering you style combo, it's pretty good. We have 1 Gotchgiri adding Nister. Yay, extender. So you can have extenders. Triple Parallel Exceed, because we all know where this is going. I mean, why would you not do this? Our hand traps are all over the place. So we have 2 Lancia. I'm still not entirely sure why we're playing Lancia over some of the other hand traps, but okay. 1 Nibiru. Alright. We have at least triple Ash Blossom, so that was good. We have 2 copies of Ghost Bell here to basically make sure that, in the Dry Town matchup I played, this was really good. Same thing with these. I actually ended up seeing 1 Crow game 2, and it was actually really solid. And we have 1 Droll and Lockbird here. I don't know why 1, but alright. We also had triple copies of Circle Searchability. Always remains king. We have triple copies of Sign Up Mining here. Best Searcher for this deck, next to Water Enchantress. So then we get into our Brave package here. We have triple Rite of Armezir, generating the token, setting up the bounce ability. So good. We have 1 copy of Faithful Adventure and the 1 Draco back. You already know what you're doing with this. We have 1 copy of the Sanctuary for the Reincarnation, 2 extenders. We have only 1 Cosmic. I guess this is for if we need to out Mystic Mine or something. 1 Monster Reborn for an extender, 1 Upstart Goblin, 1 No Fun Allowed, 1 more extender, 1 No Hand Traps, 2 Draw All the Good Cards. Now, the card that I also saw this weekend that was really good, I actually forgot how good this was. Then we have 1 Roar. This card's not too good. Then we have 2 Solemn Judgments here, wrapping up our main deck. Our extra deck is very, very generic. We have 2 Link 1s, because protection is always going to be good. Triple Sunlight Wolf. 1 copy of the Big Link 3. 1 Almirage, who is also named Salamangreat. This card is amazingly busted. Thank you, Konami, for giving us Heat Soul finally. Alright, you love to see it. We have 2 Splash Mages. Now, I actually didn't think that 2 would come up, but I was wrong. It was really good. We have 1 adding Mr. Link 6, 1 Transcode Talker, 1 copy of Lingaribo, 1 Link Spider, and 1 Access Machine. Wrapping that up. And then our extra deck here, we have 2 Droll and Lock Friends here. So that's basically the full set of them. We did have access to them all with one bell. We have 2 Lightning Storms to rip apart the opponent, 1 Necro Valley. We have triple Hadouken, 2 Cosmic Cyclones for additional back row removal, 1 Croissant Designator. I love the one by the way. And then we have 2 Evenlies and 1 Red Reboot here, wrapping up our weekend experience. Ladies and gentlemen, it was honestly a real ride here. So, hope you guys enjoyed our little Nats breakdown. Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think, and have a good rest of your day, guys. Peace. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.